During this week's video, we make a sweet mod for our Badland Off-road Jack so we can remove doors on this old OBS. Welcome back to the channel. We're sitting in the OBS record project and big decisions are going to be made today. If you watched the last video, we bought a truck, a 2003 Chevy 2500, and it's got the rear end that we want in it. So therefore, I want to put the rear end in the OBS wrecker. But the decision is, do I pull that rear end and put it in this frame on the wrecker on the OBS truck, or do I pull the cab from the OBS truck, which we're currently sitting in, and put the OBS cab on the 2003 Chevy Silverado frame? That's where we sit. That's where we currently sit. There's benefits to both ideas. The first one is I could put this OBS cab on that 2003 frame because it is much stronger. It's an HD frame, and then I don't have to move anything with that rear end. We can just leave it leaf springs for now, and that rear end on the back half of that 2003. So that's the decision. That's the one I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna pull this cab off this frame on the 88 OBS pickup. So let's get this old girl in the garage again and start disassembling. Well, we're doing a little tow action with the Liberty. Got it hooked up to the OBS with the winch, and we will winch this old girl in the garage. Pretty good looking Liberty, if you ask me. We got a chicken winching in through the garage, out the back door, and we got the OBS coming in the garage through the back door. We got the OBS in the garage, and I guess this is the part where we start ripping it apart. Let's start with the front clip. We'll pull the fenders and that front hood. Well, we got the hood off. We found a little squirrel nest. So good thing we took that off. Now we can clean that hood up a little bit and get that squirrel's house out of there. So the more I take apart this OBS, I am glad we went with this route because this thing's nasty. Check it out. So we took the cowl off and check out underneath here. That is like 10 pounds of squirrel poop and whatever other junk is going on in here. And in here, it is pretty nasty as well. I'm glad we are tearing this thing apart and stripping it down because we're just gonna be better off with a clean slate. Well, we got the little guy in the garage and he's getting tired. I'm getting tired. So we're gonna wrap it up for tonight and see you guys in the morning. It's the morning. All right, we're back. Time to get to work on the OBS. We got the front fenders and inner fenders off the OBS. Now I'm gonna focus on taking the doors off because I think if we take the doors off, this thing's gonna be a lot easier for us to lift off the frame in our little garage. So we don't have a hoist, we don't have a gantry, so we're gonna have to get creative and get this cab off this frame. All right. Here's what we got going on. We got the big Badland Off-road Jack and a I found this contraption in a dumpster. Yeah, I'm guilty. I'm a dumpster diver. So I scored that maybe a year ago or so. And I'm thinking of this. We're gonna mod this contraption, thingamabob, onto the Badland Jack. So my thought is, pull the pin, pull the extension. This tube size is the same as that feller. So therefore we can chop that up, put it in the center, kind of use these arm thingy things off our little brake pedals. These guys to kind of stand up a little bit more. This little section will sit on top of the jack, and then we can get underneath the door. Because if you've ever pulled doors off of these Chevys, they're just held on by door pins. No bolts, can't unhinge them, just door pins. And they're a little tricky. These are super sloppy, need to be replaced. Another reason to take these doors off. Let's see if we can make this little thingamabobber work on the Badland Jack. Well, there you have it. We now have a frame, a base, and we will cut these little tabbers off here and cut that tab off. Then we'll run a piece in the middle and put that tube in there, and we should have some kind of platform to lift that door. Well, we just cut all these pads off, those brackets. Now we have 4 brake pedals. Well, we encountered our first issue. Did a little grind in here on this tube because the tube doesn't fit in the tube of the jack. I will do some more grinding on the tube here. See if we can get that feller to fit in there, because that's kind of a game changer if it doesn't. Oh, they look the same. Well, look what we have. We might have a off-road jack adapter. Yeah, we got the welds in, added this piece, flipped this around, cleaned that up. Got these hoodaddies on here. So if we flip this around, we should be able to drop this part in the jack and throw, and hopefully we can tighten up these wings on the side here, like so. Hopefully those will tighten up with the bolts to kind of hold the door in place. So we better see if this hoodaddy, if this contraption works. Well, we're hanging on no pins. Got the door pins off. Moment of truth. It works! Okay, that's rad. The idea came together. We can lift doors and probably other stuff. You could probably use this as a tranny jack, rear end jack, a jack's jack. Dude, I'm stoked about this. So awesome. And it swivels. So far, these bolts, I just tightened down like I said I was gonna, and it's holding the door up. I mean, good enough. Take it off the hinges. The cab is gonna be so much lighter now that we got the doors off. So let's take the other door off, and then we're gonna have to figure out how we get this cab off. But let's go to the other side, and I'll show you guys jack door action. Make sure you use the door pin from the driver's side for the passenger side. This will be our new punch to drive out those door pins. What's behind door number 2? Yeah, we did it. The second door came off just as easy. Well, we'll end the video here. There's a lot more to do on the OBS. We proved that we can make a mod for our off-road jack, and it worked out pretty mint, if you ask me. If you've ever done one of these projects, door pins on trucks before, and they are not fun. So this cool mod for your jack is a must-have. I know they sell similar tools to do the same thing that we did, but this was free to us, and it could be free to you guys too. Just put a bunch of scrap metal together, connect it to your off-road jack, and whammo. So like I said, we got a lot more to do to this OBS wrecker to get this cab off this frame and get it on our new frame, new to us frame. So that will be on the next video. I got a different idea to get this cab off, and it will be another Harbor Freight mod to remove this cab. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time.